Hey guys, it's Ogs, your brother from the US. Welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment down below. One click, one sub, and you are all set. Thank you so much for helping the channel and welcome to the family. People, I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of Kounde. I've been talking about this brother for 2 years. Every single day he signed for Chelsea Football Club. He's flying to London. The next morning, he already agreed with Barcelona. He's going to sign in the next hours. Blah, 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 blah. You take it as you like. Whatever version you want to believe on Kounde, that is your problem. But for me, I already gave up on this brother. If you read from the Barcelona media, they are talking already about him signing in the next coming hours. Every week, every month, we have to go through this over and over again. I am sick and tired of it. Get it not done now or just let's move on to the next target. The bottom line is this brother is playing a lot of games. He doesn't like Chelsea. He's going to come to Chelsea Football Club as plan B. If Barcelona can't pay the money that Sevilla are asking for, and then he's going to say, okay, I'm going to Chelsea. But clearly, the same case as Rafinha. So I don't know why people still so excited, praying 24/7 that Kounde comes to Chelsea Football Club. Nobody is bigger than the club. No matter how good you are, we can find somebody better than you. This brother here, I don't understand the narrative, the hype in the Chelsea community, making him look like he's the next John Terry, the second coming of John Terry or something. He's just a good player with a potential to become world class one day, only 23 years old. But other than that, he's just a player like anybody else, bro. So I'm not going to lose my sleep anymore talking about this brother. And some people already been talking about alternatives. Fofana is one of those guys that people been talking about. And Fofana, I have to tell you this. Fofana just signed a new contract last summer. On top of 5 years initial contract, he added some years again, improved contract at Leicester City. He had a very bad injury. He broke his leg in pre-season last season, and then he only played few games in the Premier League after that injury was over. But he wasn't the same anymore. He's still recovering from that bad injury. His name been in the Chelsea community, not like official from Fabrizio or from Sky Sport. He been linked with us this window, but it didn't really get any momentum. It was just like, one day here, another day there, but not really the way like Delete or Kounde or Kimpembe been. So now Chelsea fans are pushing this. It has nothing to do with official, like Chelsea really pushing for him, but Chelsea fans are pushing. It has nothing to. And I hope that you understand the difference here between Chelsea fans pushing for somebody and the media talking about real contact between Chelsea and Fofana. This time it's all about Chelsea fans. As you can tell, all Chelsea fans that say, you know what, if we can't get Kounde, let's go for Fofana because he's proven in the Premier League. The narrative is good. Everything is great. All I can say about this brother here, he's in a long-term contract. Very good money at Leicester City. To get him, it's going to be almost impossible. But nothing is impossible in football. Leicester City are a selling club. And if you want one of their players, you have to pay every penny they're going to demand. They don't budge. They got 80 million on Jules Kounde. Not Jules Kounde, on Harry Maguire. They got 50 million on Ben Chilwell, 35 million on N'Golo Kante, 40 million on Danny Drinkwater. They ask you the money, you pay the money, you got the player. So I don't think they're gonna sell him less than 80 million, or at least 60 million plus add-ons. And also they need to find a replacement. The problem is we only have 2 weeks to go until the beginning of the season, and if we don't act now, do you really think that we can get Fofana? Because Leicester City need a replacement. We might end up by another case of panic buying the last minute average players from here and there. So for me, my friends, we see here people are suggesting names here that we should go. So Upamecano, Pavard, Fofana, Lacroix, and Gvardiol, Kimpembe, and all that. Let me tell you that Kimpembe, PSG don't want to sell him anymore because they want to keep. The manager loves him, but the board wanted to sell Kimpembe. It's a little bit the case between Marina and managers, where Marina will bring her own target, which is completely different than the coach. So you see that in that case, the manager is deciding to keep Kimpembe, but anything can still happen the last minute.
Come on! When is it gonna end, Robbie?
Anyways, people, so I don't have a good feeling about Fofana because it's gonna cost a lot of money, and Leicester City are gonna try to get every penny, and we know how Chelsea always try to penny pinch until the last minute and miss on our target. So I'm gonna forget completely about that brother there, Mr. Fofana. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna have to go right now, like today, go start exploring some plan B and plan C. Listen, I'm all for the academy, right? I'm promoting the young Colwell, but the problem is you don't want to put a lot of pressure on the kids, like, hey, you are the man, you have to win me games. I want him to be relaxed, be around, given few games here and there so he can grow. But when you bring a lot of pressure on a young 19 years old like that, and then he doesn't perform good, fans are gonna be on his case, and you might break him. Really, you might make him an average player. So for me, I would like to have another experienced, older defender. If we don't get Fofana, Kounde, or Kimpembe, you bring me somebody like Attila Sly. You know, I've been talking about this brother for almost 2 years now. I think he's very good. I watched him a few times with the national team, and also with what team he plays, like Fenerbahce or something like that. He's very good, left-footed, very tall, commanding, speaks a perfect English. This is the guy that you can develop and make him like the new Rudiger, in my humble opinion. And Josko is the guy also that everybody is talking about right now. Everybody around Europe want him. The problem with Josko is he want to play football. He want to stay one more year at Leipzig to develop. And he doesn't have a release clause. He has a long-term contract. So Leipzig are going to ask for the king ransom. If you want him and then you want to pay a lot of money, and this is a risk because he's only 20 years old. He's almost the same age as our own kid, Levi. Lacroix is a French guy, still in the same age bracket, 2021. Very good. I've been watching him in the national team underage. Very promising. We can develop him. but this could be because of my biased opinion. You know, he's French, so I kind of like him in the personal level, but I think we've been linked with him for a little while, for 2 years now. So if we can go there, buy a low-profile kind of centre-back and make him world-class in the Chelsea team, that is my best option at the moment. And if we keep on waiting, we might end up by a very bad case. Remember the season where we were waiting for John Stones to sign? He was called the next John Terry. Mourinho wanted him at any cost. The last minute, Everton said, no, we're not going to sell him. What happened to Chelsea? The day, the transfer window deadline day, we went and bought Michael Hector. Remember him? And then we bought Djilobodji from Nantes. Remember him? And then Miazga, I think, was bought a few days before the transfer window was over. But just to tell you how waiting can lead you to a panic by the last minute for players that necessarily are not going to play for Chelsea. I don't regret signing any of them here, by the way, because they made us a lot of money from loan, fee, and all that. We never really spent any kind of money on them, and we ended up by selling them and got good money. It's for business, but just giving you an example of how waiting always cause a lot of issues for Chelsea Football Club. Let me know in the comment section down below. Forget about big names. If we don't get those big names, Kimpembe, Jules Kounde, Fofana, what is the key, the low key name that you think can help us while we gonna assess, on the market probably in January? So while we are assessing another profile to come to Chelsea Football Club, who is your low key profile that you would like to see at Chelsea Football Club? Let's keep the conversation going, my friends.